Hello, and thank you for attending today's webinar, Revolutionize Your Fulfillment and Scale with SHEIN Marketplace. My name is Courtney Hager, and I'm the Director of Marketing and Partnerships for the Omnichannel Fulfillment business here at Flexport. We are so excited to have you today. We have a great webinar ahead of you, but before we begin, let's cover a few housekeeping items. On your screen, you will see a sidebar to the right of the main stage. If at any time you need assistance during the live webinar, please message us in the help chat located on the sidebar. You can also ask questions via the Q&A tab on the sidebar. Time permitting, at the end of the presentation, we would love to answer a few of your audience questions, so make sure to get them in early. In the menu above your screen, you have two tabs. In the first tab, you can download a copy of today's slides. In the second tab, there is a brief feedback survey for this webinar. We want your feedback, so please fill that out before exiting the webinar. Next slide. One legal note. Please keep in mind that all information provided in this session is based on the situation at this current time, and it may not be customized to your specific business requirements. We always recommend that you reach out to Flexport to discuss your particular situation, and we will provide you with our contact information to get in touch during this presentation. Next slide. Okay, one more. Here's today's agenda. I will kick things off with an introduction of Flexport and our partnership with SHEIN Marketplace. Then I will hand it over to Vivian Sun, the head of business development at SHEIN Marketplace, who will share an overview of its US marketplace, how to start selling, and the benefits of selling with SHEIN. After Vivian, Darby Megan, Flexport's head of sales for the omnichannel fulfillment business, will take the stage to share more on the benefits of partnering with Flexport and how to connect your SHEIN marketplace with your Flexport seller portal. We will wrap up with Q&A for both the Flexport and the SHEIN teams. Next slide. Okay, so jumping right in. As many of you know, June marked the one-year anniversary of Flexport making the strategic decision to expand its services by acquiring Shopify Logistics, also known as Deliver. This was one further step in our mission. Next slide. In our mission to make global commerce so easy, there will be more of it. Next slide. The data is clear. Shoppers all over the world are beginning with marketplaces to find and discover products that they love. Marketplaces have now superseded browsing in store, search engines, brand websites, and retailer websites. However, when choosing a marketplace, what we have seen is that affordable and fast delivery, along with in-stock inventory, are critical for shoppers when they choose actually where they want to purchase. This is why partnering with a 3PL like Flexport to help sellers manage their supply chain is critical for both sales and growth. Next slide. Flexport has integrations with more than 30 e-commerce marketplaces, platforms, and B2B retailers, and we are proud to have recently launched our integration with SHEIN Marketplace. What we have heard from our customers and from merchants is that brands want more options on where to sell their products, and Flexport makes it easy to sell in more places. Next slide. Flexport does this by managing a single pool of inventory that allows brands to easily sell both direct to customer as well as B2B, or really anywhere they wish to sell. So for example, if you are currently selling on Amazon or D2C on Shopify, we make it easy for you to experiment with new sales channels like SHEIN, and we can use your existing inventory, sync your product catalog, and prep your inventory for multiple sales channels to ensure you're always in stock. This reduces the complexity and burden that's put on you when you try to expand and sell, and we empower you to grow and sell in more places without taking on that cost and complexity. Next slide. So we've talked about how we have a strategic partnership with SHEIN Marketplace, and we are so proud to be the preferred logistics partner. But what does that mean for you? That means that if you want to sell on SHEIN Marketplace and fulfill in the US, our tech integration and partnership will make this an absolutely seamless experience. As Darby will share more of, Flexport offers best-in-class operations and technology, while SHEIN Marketplace offers you millions of potential customers. Our ultimate goal is to work together to help you grow and scale your brands and your business while reducing cost and complexity. Now, I would like to introduce you to Vivian Sun, SHEIN Marketplace's head of business development. If you want to go to the next slide, so we can introduce Vivian and bring Vivian on stage. Awesome. Vivian, we are thrilled to have you.
Um, Hi, hello everyone. My name is Vivian. I'm the head of business development at SHEIN. I'm very excited to be here today with our partner Flexport team. Our newly built integration with Flexport will help SHEIN expand our on-time delivery and product assortment, seeing significant growth for sellers using the Flexport and SHEIN integrations. So this is why Flexport is a very important partner for our US SHEIN marketplace. Next slide, please. Let me share a bit about our company. So SHEIN is a global online fashion retailer that was founded in 2012, and our headquarters is in Singapore. So we have office around the world, including Los Angeles, where I'm from. So we focus on bringing the latest fashion trends to our shoppers at an accessible price point across 150 countries. While we offer something for everyone, our consumer generally skew younger. Millions of shoppers use our website and mobile app to discover new products. And with professional sellers like yourself, we hope to bring even more products to our shoppers. Next slide, please. Here at SHEIN, we're traditionally known as on-demand online fashion retailers, partnering with third-party suppliers to quickly create on-trend outfits and ship them directly to our shoppers. SHEIN is one of the fastest growing apps in the history of online shopping. Shoppers can browse, search, and buy directly from their mobile device anywhere in the world. In 2023, we were the #1 most downloaded shopping e-commerce app globally, with over 500 million downloads. Our app is well reviewed by customers worldwide, with more than 7 million overall reviews and support for over 50 languages. Next slide, please. Earlier, I mentioned that our consumer generally skew younger, predominantly Gen Z. Social media plays a major role in how we engage with our shoppers. SHEIN has a loyal community of tens of millions with over 250 million followers, 50K ambassadors across different regions, and 1,000 new pieces of user generation contents daily. Next slide, please. To provide a clear picture of our customer base, our primary demographic consists of younger adults, particularly those with a stronger interest in fashion. First of all, 55% of Gen Z prioritize pricing in their purchasing decisions, which resonates with SHEIN's focus on offering affordable options. With our unique shopping features, including engaging and fun experience and personalized notifications, overall basket size is slightly higher than the average order values of retailers with similar price points. Additionally, 64% of US online shoppers utilize social media for product discovering area where SHEIN excels. Compared to other online retailers, our shoppers spend more time on our site and app, discovering new products rather than relying on traditional search-driven shopping experience. By analyzing shoppers' habits, preference, and their purchasing histories, we customize recommendations to enhance the overall conversion rates. Next slide, please. We're looking for sellers in different categories, including apparel, accessory, footwear, luggage, beauty, personal care, baby products, toys, games, sports, outdoors, pet supplies, electronic, home appliance, office, school supply, and more. We are looking towards a seller to join SHEIN to help cover a broad range of products we won't be carrying. We also want to add local brands to join our platform since we know that even our shoppers will want to see their favorite brands on SHEIN as well. Just alone in 2023, our home living category grew 3 times, electronic grew like 2.5 times, and also beauty and house grew 2.1. Next slide, please. With SHEIN Marketplace, we are looking for sellers to join our new initiative to help cover our products we currently do not carry. allowing us to diversify our offering, improving delivery times, also enhance our brand recognition. We have established a strong presence in the e-commerce market, with the US being one of our most important markets, boasting twice the numbers of active users compared to other traditional retailers in similar sectors. We aim to extend our scale and the popularity to our marketplace sellers, providing them the opportunity to showcase their products to millions of higher engaged shoppers. If you sign up before the end of this month, you will also receive 3 months free, meaning everything you sell during the business season of the year on SHEIN will be completely commission free. We offer our own SHEIN seller dashboard and support popular channel partners to best meet your selling needs. Once you are ready to sell on SHEIN, you will be assigned to a seller success account manager to help grow your business. Best of all, there are no marketing fees and all promotions are free. Our seller success team will work with you very closely to choose the product that best fit our marketing campaigns. Next slide, please. This page will cover our marketplace fee, which is very simple. We have a flat rate of 10% across all categories. As a reminder, if you sign up before the end of this month, which is June 30th, you will receive a 3 months for free. We do not have platform maintenance fees, subscription fee. All of our marketing campaigns are free as well. Next slide, please. When you join, you will be assigned an onboarding manager to also help you to get started. To help your listing success on SHEIN Marketplace, we recommend a diverse product line, competitive pricing, using keywords in title, offering personalized store coupons, and including lifestyle images. Our shoppers appreciate discounts, and the more popular your listing are, the more impression will be allocated to your store. Can we move to the Get Paid slide? Our payments are generally paid out every 10 days. Once an order shipped and SHEIN confirmed that the order has been received by the shoppers, as determined by the tracking information, the payment will be confirmed within 7 days. Within 1 to 3 days after the confirmation, you can transfer the money through ACH. Could we move to the next step to become a seller on SHEIN? Hopefully, with all those information, you are excited to join SHEIN Marketplace. Take out your phones, scan the QR code, and it will take you to our website. Please reach out to your Flexport account manager, who can also introduce you to our SHEIN onboarding members to get you started. Our team will request your business documents like your article of incorporation, W-9, brand registration, trademark. Those procedures usually take no more than 1 to 2 weeks to complete and approved. Thank you everyone for your time today. I had a very awesome time going over the SHEIN Marketplace. I'm now going to pass this back to our valuable preferred partner for SHEIN Marketplace, Flexport.
Hello, good morning. Hopefully you have a cup of coffee and you're settling into your day. It seems like it's a nice day, at least on the West Coast. Darby Megan here with Flexport, our head of omni-channel fulfillment sales. Here to talk a little bit about the partnership end-to-end with SHEIN, and if any brands are interested in taking advantage of that partnership and getting live on SHEIN, what that would mean for them. So if you'll go to the next slide, please. Flexport's vision is to be an end-to-end logistics provider and make global commerce so easy that there'll be more of it. Our partnership with SHEIN is a partnership that's end-to-end for us, which allows merchants to sell in the marketplace, which is predominantly focused on e-commerce fulfillment and getting those units out to customers shopping on the SHEIN marketplace. If you've been in supply chain or e-commerce for any time at all, you realize that the inventory at an end warehouse is the last link and seemingly easiest link of the supply chain to handle. So with that being said, Flexport offers end-to-end solutions from getting inventory from your manufacturer, whether that's domestically, internationally, or even across the oceans via air freight, ocean freight, LTL, LCL. We have the capabilities of warehousing it in bulk for wholesale reserve storage, getting that inventory stored so that it's not in the e-commerce warehouses. We can prep it, whether that's barcoding, bagging, getting it ready to head to your consumers, or we can ship it. So if you'll go to the next slide. We are here to enable you on those marketplaces and those end-to-end supply chain services to ship anywhere, sell everywhere, and grow faster. The SHEIN marketplace, as Courtney suggested, 31% of consumers are finding products that they want to buy on marketplaces. So discoverability is front of mind for brands that are selling on these marketplaces. You hear more and more from brands in public release statements for publicly held companies, or even just goals that they are trying to find consumers where they are. It's no secret that marketing costs have gone up over the years. And so being where consumers are searching is a key fact that brands are looking to take advantage of. So with that being said, being on a marketplace and having your product discovered in the search engine results pages is front of mind. The only way you can do that is by meeting those marketplaces' levels of consumer experience. So the top left, as the official logistics partner for SHEIN, we know that fast fulfillment and making sure tracking numbers come out very quickly to your customers is a table stakes for selling on SHEIN. And we offer all of the above, whether that's access to mini carriers that can get your inventory to your customers who purchased it, or holding it in advance of big sales. We've seen a couple of merchants that have been live on SHEIN for quite some time, and they can have quite explosive growth, more than doubling some of their sales from their other channels. Next slide, please. With that being said, if you're new to marketplaces, if you're new to e-commerce, if you've been fulfilling for decades out of your own warehouse or other locations, all in all, growing your business should be front of mind for you, and supply chain shouldn't be a hindrance. So streamlining that end-to-end origin to destination, whether that's a warehouse, an end consumer, or anything, is front of mind. Selling on marketplaces does carry those SLAs that consumers have grown to love and expect on the fulfillment speeds. Additionally, easily selling on those channels with a single pool of inventory so that you don't have to make WMS changes, you don't have to make system changes, you don't have to worry about order flow. Out of the box is growing and growing and growing in the industry to be able to scale your solutions. And then the all-in-one tech solution, whether that's carrier selection that's required per marketplace, whether that's packaging selection that's required per marketplace, or even just the ability to ingest orders quickly. We are in the business of making it easy and out of the box to expand with you. And that partnership with SHEIN that's getting access to hundreds of millions of consumers is just one more piece of that amazing experience that we're here to offer and let you meet consumers where they are. If you'll hop again to that next slide. Quick overview of our fulfillment network upcoming. Here, if you've been on any webinar that we've hosted previously or talked with a fulfillment rep here at Flexport, you have heard about our network. We are within about 2 days shipping of 80% of the American population, which means an order that's going to a city like Oklahoma City will ship from Dallas and get there before the consumer realizes what happened. The tracking number is really quick as well to the customer. And so that 80% plus of consumers who won't purchase unless they know when it will arrive is signed, sealed, and delivered whenever it comes to shipping within region. These warehouses are co-located near American population centers. If you're looking here and you know where you live, you are most likely within a fast delivery from one of these experiences, from one of these fulfillment centers for the SHEIN marketplace. Next slide, please. In the last year, with this partnership for SHEIN, we are extending these incredible SLAs, world-class, that you have seen us delivering and probably received a package to your door from us. Now, as a SHEIN consumer or as a SHEIN curious brand, you're able to offer these incredible experiences for getting your consumers fast packages, fast tracking, and expanding your sales channels quickly, out of the box, and simply. That is receiving inventory, that is shipping it, and that is delivering it quickly to your consumers. All right, one more slide, please. And actually, it'll be 2 on this one. Click, click. What does our integration do? So our platform integrates with SHEIN as our partner out of the box. You will apply to sell on SHEIN via the SHEIN merchant portal, and then you will log into your Flexport seller portal account, go to the left side integrations, and connect SHEIN. It will then boot you over to the SHEIN login where you can connect your credentials, give us API access, and from that point forward, your SKUs will ingest and you will get your catalog inventory pushing live. It's very simple, takes about 5 minutes or less to get live. Your inventory syncs over perfectly. One thing to consider is SKU names. If you are creating SHEIN specific SKUs, you will have to do a little bit of mapping on our end just to make sure that the data flows perfectly. No worries. If you have any questions, I'll give out my email later so that we can talk through how to map your catalog. On the next slide, we will have a demo that shows just what I described in, I think, 45 seconds, not 5 minutes, of what this looks like. You're seeing the integration tab, connect SHEIN. It will bounce you out to the SHEIN login. You need that login ahead of clicking this integration button. So there you go, logging into the merchant account. Pretty simple and straightforward. My email for those who are looking for it, who have questions on should you carry SKUs per marketplace. There's a lot of growing financial operations. I used to work at an omni-channel merchant. We use specific SKUs per marketplace to track sales easily. I'm happy to have that conversation with you on whether or not that's a beneficial option for your business. D Meegan, MEEGAN at flexport.com if you have any questions on that. And there you have it. The SHEIN integration was completed in the time it took me to explain my email address, which is super exciting. In an accelerating world of e-commerce trends, of marketplaces, and of brands looking for that discoverability, speed is everything. We are about to hop into a Q&A session, and we are really excited about that. You'll go to the next slide, and then you'll bring our esteemed guests to the stage. And we will go into some Q&A. Courtney, I believe you will be our MC for the Q&A this week as we bring everyone up to the stage. And also, we'll introduce Chris Wang from SHEIN as well. Good to see you.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Darby, and thanks, Vivian, as well. And welcome Chris to the stage. He leads, he's the head of partnerships for SHEIN as well. So I'm excited to have you three answering some questions. We've actually gotten a lot of questions coming in. And so as a reminder to our guests and attendees, please continue submitting your questions. The first one is from Lauren Mitchell saying, interested to know more about the 150 plus countries served from a US-based company with manufacturing in Asia and seeking to opening sales to Asia where they do not have an entity or importer of record partner. So this one is probably for a mix of both Darby and the SHEIN team. Darby, you want to start?
This is quite a complex question as being acknowledged. I think one of the things that's worth noting is it will depend on your commodity. It will depend on your country of origin. It will depend on your safety testing in some of these countries. It will depend on ingredients. It will depend. There's 1,000 questions attached to this. If you'll send me an email, we can connect you with somebody from customs. We can connect you somebody from our regulations team here. The interesting thing about connecting each individual country, even if you're going to Europe, the EU is a group of countries, right? However, the EU, each individual country can regulate what comes in and out of their country as well. I'm a bit more familiar on the EU side there. So if you'll send me an email, happy to connect with you here. The answer is we can ship DDP, DDU. We have multiple options to get your goods out of our warehouse. That is not the hard part. That integration is very easy. The bigger challenge there, I think, is making sure that your products are compliant on any local, state, and federal regulations in any of those target marketplaces. Chris or Vivian, I don't know if you have anything else to add there.
Yeah, from our side, Vivian and I are actually for the U.S. Local marketplace team, so we can only speak on behalf of sellers that have a office or if they're a partner here direct in the U.S. But we do have a global sales team that we can introduce you guys to. So if you are interested, Vivian and I can introduce you to our global selling team.
Awesome. Okay, excellent. Let's move on to our next question. This one comes from Kevin. Can we sell to customers outside of the US via Flexport on SHEIN Marketplace? Which I think you might have just answered a little bit, Chris, but I'll let you elaborate.
Yes. So for right now, it's just the US for our team, but our marketplace is available in the UK and Europe, in Brazil, and in Thailand. Vivian, I think, did I miss any other countries?
Yes, also the UK.
Oh, UK. Yep.
Yes, and Darby, you want to answer on our abilities for fulfillment on the fulfillment side?
Yeah, Kevin, I recognize your name. We can reach out. I think there's some specifics about your product that we will be needing to cover. It's an electronic with a battery included, so there are some regulations on batteries flying and entering other countries. So, Kevin, happy to have that conversation. Can reach out to you directly.
Awesome. The next question comes from Debbie. Can we do direct fulfillment from our warehouse to customers? So this is a question for Chris and Vivian.
So, Vivian, do you want to take this or do you want me to take this?
You can take this.
Yeah, okay. So yes. So we know that with Flexport, it's generally like fast-moving, popular products, and not every single one of your products are located in a partner warehouse. And if you do have other products that you fulfill by yourself, as long as you use a supported carrier, we basically fulfill and track orders based off the tracking number that you guys provide. So yes, you can fulfill by yourself as well.
Although, Debbie, I know I was about to say, may I recommend partnering with Flexport first to see if we can help save you some costs and complexity?
Yes.
I was going to just even ask Chris for a general question. What SLAs on the outbound? Is it 24? Is it 48, 72 hours for the customer tracking to be uploaded? And then the second one would be, is there a carrier injection scan that's required on the marketplace?
So we don't have any sort of injection scan. It's mainly just we make sure that the tracking number is validated. It was a valid tracking number, and it's based off of, I think we support the major carriers in the US. Our SLAs for SHEIN Marketplace is 2 business days to fulfill the order, and then 5 business days to arrive at the customer's door. Now, the faster you can also do this, and we'll also give you guys added benefits. For example, we're going to be making fast tags and partnering with Flexport on showing faster speeds on our platform. So, of course, we definitely want more sellers to use the Flexport platform.
Makes perfect sense. So there you go, Debbie. You have a few options.
Awesome. Okay, so next question. Sorry, I'm getting more questions coming in, so organizing over here. This one's for Darby. Does Flexport integrate with Walmart Canada or Mexico?
That depends. Yo, if you want to send me a message, dmegan@flexport.com. There's some specifics there. The answer is yes, but also maybe. So if you want to send me your specific question, happy to have that conversation directly.
Awesome. And then this one is for the SHEIN team. Will SHEIN allow customized clothing sellers?
Yes. So we do allow customized clothing sellers as long as you guys can fulfill in the time required. So which is 2 business days and then 5 business days to arrive. So as long as the custom clothing can make that time frame, it's allowed on our platform.
Excellent. And then there is one, we're getting some more questions on our end, we'll push through, but to Mr. Darby, which is what we call him also, for SKUs coming from overseas, is Flexport the importer paying duty and tax?
We have a customs team that can work with you on making sure you fully understand that. Flexport does operate as the customs broker, and so we are able to collect those customs from you. You will be the importer of record. We have the ability to land those goods at our warehouse. There's some finer details here that I'm currently butchering, but the answer is it will depend, and we're happy to have a conversation with you on whether that's W-9, EIN, or anything like that on getting goods into America. If you want to send me an email directly, I can connect you with the customs team. They are infinitely more up to speed on the government regulations, the requirements, securing a annual customs bond, a one-off customs bond. I am happy to answer that question for you, but also I'm more than happy to connect you with somebody that's a bigger expert than I. That's one that will stump me, to be honest.
Awesome. And there's one other one that just came through. Sorry, guys, we're trying to push these live as we're getting them. But while we're doing that, I actually want to ask a more general question that I think we get a lot from our merchants. And this one is for the SHEIN team. In an economy where marketing and supply chain costs are increasing alongside reports of changes in consumer spending, how does SHEIN boost the platform's discoverability, especially for brands and merchants trying to sell and grow their business?
Yeah, so I think from SHEIN, what makes us a little bit different right now is that we do not charge anything for advertising onto the SHEIN platform. And we know that advertising is a major cost in order to boost your listings on other marketplaces. So from our side, once you've joined our platform and you are a seller success manager, understand your products, you're free to join all of our campaigns that fits your product needs. So we don't charge anything for that, from email in-app notifications to social media presence. All this is free tools and free access that essentially gives you, millions and millions of Gen Z shoppers that are discovering new products on a daily basis. So I think I wouldn't say like we are, I guess, making and I guess focusing on the supply chain logistics piece for the marketplace. It's more of like using it for diversifying our product range and bringing on different types of products.
Awesome. Excellent. And then I have another one here as we get more of the user questions pushed through. When discovering fulfillment providers, can you share a little bit more about the reasons why SHEIN decided to partner with Flexport?
Yeah, so I think from our side, we would love to become a sales channel. We know that Flexport is already supporting a lot of different marketplaces, and if we can become a sales channel and bring on all the cool products and all the different types of products that you're already fulfilling easily through Flexport and a super fast 2 to 5 day shipping rate, it can really bring a strong customer experience on our side. We want to make sure that, yes, SHEIN is primarily known as fashion, but we have the shoppers, we have the viewership on our platform to really also sell different types of products on our side. For example, like for the beauty category, we're actually selling more beauty tools than like makeup. So if we can bring on well recognizable makeup, it's very complementary to the shoppers on our side. So definitely very excited about working with Flexport and bringing all the different cool products that you guys have.
Awesome. Darby, anything you want to build on that, on what we see or hear from our merchants and why we're excited?
No, I think Chris did an excellent job. I think the biggest thing in my head is we're excited to offer a new sales channel, one with so much exposure to the American populace. I love going out on the town, and I will tell you, anytime I see something cool, it seems like they picked it up from SHEIN. So again, you guys have unrivaled notoriety in the market, and people wear your stuff out on the town. So love it.
Awesome. One more. This is for Darby. If we are on Shopify Fulfillment Network, so SFN, which is now being moved over and connected with Flexport, so we're really excited. Should we first transition to Flexport and then integrate into SHEIN, or does this app exist in Shopify?
It's a great question. I'm not fully sure if the app exists in Shopify. That may be a question for Chris and Vivian. Alan, I've taken down your name. I'm going to be looking up your brand so that I can send you an email directly. If you want to email me, that may be the best place to start. Very soon after that transition, this will be out of the box for you. In the interim, though, I would love to get you an answer very quickly. So we're taking down your name. I would love to look at the specifics here. If not now, very soon is the answer. But
Yep.
Yes.
And to build on that, I would say definitely first make sure that you're approved to sell on SHEIN. So we dropped that link earlier so that way you can submit your business, go through that process with Vivian and her team to get approved as a SHEIN marketplace seller, and then integrate. I'm still, again, I don't believe that there's a Shopify app integration yet with SHEIN. So right now, probably the best way to integrate would be through Flexport Seller Portal separately. But again, as you know, we give you that single pane of glass so that way you can manage both your Shopify and your SHEIN inventory in one place. So that's really, really the value proposition there to make it easy to sell in both.
That's right.
Awesome.
One question from me, Chris and Vivian, we've gone through 37 minutes or so of content here. If I was a merchant interested in selling on SHEIN, they can download the slides and get a link. What's the best first step for them to take? Obviously, looking at SHEIN.com and seeing some of the marketplace badges, but from your perspective, what's the best single thing that a merchant can do who's interested?
Vivian, so I think probably contacting with your team, right?
Yes. So I think the first step will be contacting with my BD manager, and then we can schedule a meeting to go more deep depth regarding the information of SHEIN Marketplace. And then we can also help the seller to go through the onboarding procedures, helping them to understand like what's the document are required for SHEIN Marketplace, and then how we can get all the documents like approved in the time manner. So like I said, want to make sure the 3 months free commission will be end by the June 30. So if you guys are interested, make sure to sign up like as soon as possible. So I will ask my team to help you guys to finish the onboarding procedure as soon as possible as well.
That's right. So marketplace.shein.com will be where you fill out that application. Is there an email or anything, or is that the best place for your team to get back in contact?
Yeah, so the seller will sign up through that link, and then we will have our internal, because each of the BD, they were allocated with different categories. So the seller will be assigned to a specific category BD manager, and then the BD manager will contact them.
Awesome.
Excellent. And to build on that, Vivian, what brands or what type of categories are most successful on SHEIN? I think this is one that we get quite a bit. And Chris talked a little bit wanting to expand past apparel, but specifically, what types of categories are you guys seeing spurred a lot of growth and success on SHEIN Marketplace?
I will say, for our marketplace, we're definitely trying to open all the product selection enhance our product assortment that SHEIN does not make, right? And then currently, I think fashion definitely still the one of the top category because we don't need to educate the customer to shop from the fashion related sellers. And then I think the next the next category will be like home living and also beauty.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. Awesome. Well, I think that about covers us for today. Thank you all for joining us. A huge thank you to Vivian and Chris for being such fantastic partners and for coming and sharing their expertise. And of course, Darby for sharing his fulfillment wisdom with us as always. So again, if you have any questions or want to talk more about partnering with Flexport, Darby's email is in the chat. Please email him directly and we'll get you with a fulfillment or logistics expert. And then if you're looking to start selling on SHEIN Marketplace, please use the link in the chat and get Vivian and her team will be in touch. Thank you all so much. Don't forget to fill out the webinar survey. We want your feedback and please join us again soon. Thank you all.
Thank you all. Thanks, Chris and Vivian as well.
Thank you.